Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that success isn't a mystery, that it isn't locked away in some secret vault or reserved for a chosen few? What if I told you that the secret to success is within your grasp right here, right now? But here's the catch: 98% of people won't reach it. You know why? Because they aren't willing to do what it takes. I'm here to challenge you today to disrupt your comfort zone. If you're looking for shortcuts, this isn't the speech for you. But if you're tired of mediocrity, if you've ever stared at your reflection and said, I'm capable of more, then buckle up. By the time I'm done, you'll understand what separates the winners from the rest. Let's talk about vision, because that's where it all begins. Success doesn't happen by accident, and it definitely doesn't happen without direction. Vision is the foundation, the blueprint, the thing that sets extraordinary people apart from the rest. If you don't know where you're going, how can you ever expect to get there? It's like trying to hit a target blindfolded. It's impossible. But when you have a clear picture of what you want, every decision you make becomes intentional. That's the power of vision. Here's the truth: most people never take the time to define their vision. They wake up, go through the motions, and wonder why they feel stuck. You can't stumble your way into greatness. It doesn't work the way vision gives you purpose, it gives you focus. It's the why behind everything you do. Without it, you're just existing, drifting wherever life takes you. But with a clear vision, you're unstoppable. Think about it. Every great achievement started as an idea. The skyscrapers you see in the city, the businesses that revolutionized the world, even the most inspired personal transformations, all of it began with a vision. But it wasn't just a fleeting thought, a vague dream. It was vivid. It was specific. It was real to the person who envisioned it long before it became reality. When you're crafting your vision, don't think small. Too many people limit themselves because they're afraid of failure or rejection. Forget that. Dream big. See yourself achieving things that seem impossible right now. Visualize the life you want in vivid detail, how it feels, what it looks like, the impact it has. The clearer your vision, the stronger the pull it has on you. Here's the thing about vision: it's not just about imagining success, it's about locking into it. When you have a clear vision, it changes how you show up every single day. It forces you to align your actions with your goals. You start making better decisions because you're no longer reacting to life, you're living with purpose. Every choice, every sacrifice, every moment of discipline becomes easier because you know what you're working toward. But vision isn't static. It's not a one-time thing you set and forget. You've got to revisit it constantly. Write it down. Look at it every day. Remind yourself why you're putting in the work. Because let me tell you something, there will be days when the grind feels unbearable. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments when quitting feels like the easiest option. That's when your vision saves you. It's the thing that keeps you going when motivation fades. And here's the final piece: your vision has to be yours. It can't be your parents' vision, your friend's vision, or society's vision. It has to come from you. What do you want? What sets your soul on fire? What makes you wake up excited and ready to conquer the day? Because when your vision aligns with your passion and purpose, nothing can stop you. So if you don't have a vision, it's time to create one. Stop waiting for life to hand you direction. Take control. Dream big, lock in, and start building the life you've always imagined. Your vision is your compass. Use it. Let's get one thing straight: success doesn't come to those who merely wish for it. It comes to those who grind for it, who wake up every single day and are willing to do the work that others aren't. Talent can get you in the door, but a relentless work ethic keeps you there. And here's the harsh truth: most people aren't willing to do what it takes. They want the results, but not the effort. They want the reward, but not the struggle. But the ones who are truly successful, they're not just working hard, they're outworking everyone. When you adopt a relentless work ethic, you stop thinking in terms of effort and start thinking in terms of impact. It's not about how many hours you put in, it's about how effective those hours are. It's about pushing past comfort, past fatigue, past the voice in your head that tells you to slow down or give up. There's no magic to it. You just decide that you will do whatever it takes to be better than you were yesterday. And let me tell you, it's not easy. People love to glamorize success like it's some glossy highlight reel. They show you the cars, the money, the recognition, but they don't show you the 4 a.m. wake-up calls, the missed parties, the endless hours of practice. They don't show you the pain, the sweat, and the doubt you have to overcome when nobody else is watching. But that's where greatness is built, in the shadows and the grind, when no one's there to cheer you on. You have to love the process more than the result. Everyone wants a trophy, but few are willing to embrace the grind it takes to earn it. That's the difference. The grind is lonely, it's exhausting, and sometimes it feels like you're giving more than you'll ever get back. But if you stay consistent, the results will come. Not overnight, not without setbacks, but they will come. The beauty of work ethic is that it doesn't care about where you started or what you have. It's the great equalizer. You might not be the most talented or most connected, but if you're willing to work harder than anyone else, you will close the gap. You can surpass people who have more advantages, more opportunities, and more resources. Why? Because effort beats talent when talent doesn't work. But here's the catch: you can't fake it. There are no shortcuts, no cheat codes. You have to commit fully. You have to show up every day, even when you're tired, even when you're uninspired. That's what a relentless work ethic looks like. It's not about waiting for the perfect conditions or the perfect moment. It's about creating your own momentum day after day, no matter what. So the question isn't whether you have what it takes. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to outwork the competition, to give more than anyone else is willing to give? Because that's the price of success. And the only way to pay it is through relentless, unwavering effort. Success comes with a price, and that price is sacrifice. The world doesn't hand out greatness for free. If you want something extraordinary, you have to give up something ordinary. It's not just about what you're willing to do, it's about what you're willing to let go of. Most people fail not because they lack talent or ambition, but because they're not willing to make the sacrifices required to achieve their dreams. They want to have it all, the comfort, the fun, the convenience, and still be great. But the truth is, success demands trade-offs. Here's the hard part: sacrifice is painful. It means giving up things you enjoy or have grown attached to, often without any guarantee of success. It might mean staying up late to work on your goals while everyone else is sleeping. It could mean missing social events, cutting back on leisure activities, or walking away from relationships that no longer serve your purpose. Sacrifice tests your commitment because it forces you to choose between what you want now and what you want most. Think about it: every great achievement in history was built on a foundation of sacrifice. Athletes sacrifice their time, their energy, and often their bodies to reach the pinnacle of their sport. Entrepreneurs sacrifice stability, comfort, and sometimes even relationships to build something bigger than themselves. Artists sacrifice hours, days, and years perfecting their craft before anyone notices their work. This isn't a coincidence, it's a pattern. Sacrifice is the currency of success. The hardest sacrifices are the ones that go unnoticed. No one claps for you when you skip a night out to work on your dreams. No one applauds when you pass on short-term pleasures to invest in your future. These sacrifices are invisible to the world, but they are the moments that define you. They're the moments where you prove to yourself just how badly you want it. Because if you're not willing to sacrifice for your goals, then how can you say they really matter to you? But here's the thing about sacrifice: it's temporary. The pain of giving something up eventually fades, but the rewards of your sacrifice can last a lifetime. The nights you spend grinding, the opportunities you pass on, the comforts you forgo, all of it adds up to something greater. Sacrifice isn't about losing, it's about investing. You're trading something lesser for something greater. Most people get stuck because they only see what they're losing, not what they're gaining. They focus on the immediate discomfort rather than the long-term payoff. But if you shift your perspective, you'll see that every sacrifice brings you closer to your goal. Every party you skip, every dollar you save, every moment you dedicate to your vision is all building the life you dream of. So ask yourself, what are you willing to give up to get where you want to go? Because the truth is, you can't have it all. But if you're willing to sacrifice what's good for what's great, you can have the one thing that truly matters: success. Discipline is the backbone of success. It's what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Many people rely on motivation to get started, but motivation is fleeting. It's here one moment and gone the next. Discipline, however, is constant. It doesn't depend on how you feel, what mood you're in. It's the ability to stick to a plan, to show up, and to execute even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is what turns goals into results, dreams into reality. The challenge with discipline is that it's not glamorous. It's not the exciting part of success that people like to talk about. No one sees the countless hours of practice, the meticulous planning, or the repetitive actions that discipline demands. But that's exactly what makes it so powerful. Discipline is the quiet force working behind the scenes, ensuring that progress is made day after day. It's about consistency, showing up every single day even when the circumstances aren't ideal. Think about it: how many people start strong but fail to follow through? They set ambitious goals, they feel motivated in the beginning, and they dive in head first. But then the initial excitement fades, the hard days come, the grind becomes tedious, and they lose steam. That's where discipline makes a difference. It's the invisible thread that keeps you moving forward when motivation disappears. Discipline isn't something you're born with, it's something you build. It's a muscle that grows stronger every time you use it. The first step is deciding that your goal is non-negotiable. It's not something you'll do if it's convenient or if you feel like it. It's something you'll do because it's a priority. Once you make that decision, discipline becomes a choice you make every day. But let's be real, discipline isn't easy. It means doing the hard things, the boring things, the uncomfortable things. It means sticking to your schedule when you'd rather relax, following your routine when distractions are everywhere, and making sacrifices when it would be easier to take shortcuts. Discipline is saying yes to your long-term vision and no to the temptations of the moment. The beauty of discipline is that it compounds over time. Each small, consistent action adds up. Every workout, every study session, every hour spent owning your craft brings you closer to your goal. At first, the progress might feel slow. You might not see the results immediately, and that can be frustrating. But if you stay disciplined, the results will come. Over time, those small actions create momentum, and that momentum becomes unstoppable. Discipline isn't just about achieving goals, it's about becoming the kind of person who achieves them. It builds character, resilience, and a mindset of excellence. It teaches you to value the process, not just the outcome. And when you cultivate discipline, it spills over into every area of your life, making you stronger, more focused, and more capable. So if you're serious about success, stop relying on motivation. Build discipline instead. Make it a part of who you are. Because when you have discipline, nothing can stand in your way, not setbacks, not distractions, not even your own doubts. Discipline is your superpower, and it's the key to unlocking your full potential. Failure is an inevitable part of the journey to success. No one reaches greatness without falling flat on their face at some point. But here's the truth. Failure isn't the end. It's the beginning. It's not a verdict, it's a lesson. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't the absence of failure, but their ability to rise after falling, learn from the experience, and keep moving forward. Resilience is the trait that transforms failure from a stumbling block into a stepping stone. When you set out to achieve something big, you're going to encounter obstacles. That's just the nature of the game. Challenges, setbacks, and mistakes are part of the process. They're not signs that you should quit. They're tests of how badly you want it. Success is not about perfection, it's about persistence. The key is to keep going no matter what. The first step in building resilience is shifting your perspective on failure. Too many people see failure as a reflection of their worth or capability. They think I failed, so I'm not good enough, but failure isn't about who you are, it's about what you did. It's feedback. It's a signal that something needs to change, a strategy, a skill, a mindset. Instead of letting failure define you, use it to refine you. Analyze it, what went wrong? What can you learn? How can you do better next time? The truth is, failure often teaches you more than success ever could. Success can make you complacent, but failure forces you to grow. It humbles you, sharpens you, and makes you tougher. Every failure is a lesson in disguise, and if you approach it with the right mindset, it becomes a stepping stone to success. The only real failure is giving up. As long as you're still trying, you haven't failed, you're just learning. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back, it's about bouncing forward. It's about using failure as fuel to push you closer to your goals. Every time you get up after a setback, you're stronger than you were before. You're more prepared for the challenges ahead. Resilience builds confidence because it proves to you that no matter what happens, you have the strength to keep going. But resilience isn't something that magically appears when you need it. It's something you build over time. It starts with small wins, overcoming minor setbacks, pushing through moments of doubt, staying committed when things get tough. Each time you overcome a challenge, your resilience grows, and over time you become unstoppable. The reality is, failure is not your enemy. Fear of failure is. Fear paralyzes you, keeps you from taking risks, and holds you back from reaching your full potential. But when you embrace failure as a natural part of growth, you take away its power. You start to see it for what it really is, a necessary step on the path to success. So if you want to succeed, don't run from failure. Run toward it, face it head on. Learn from it, grow from it, and above all, keep going. Because resilience in the face of failure isn't just a skill, it's a superpower. And it's one that can take you further than you ever imagined. Success is never achieved in isolation. It's a team effort, a collective journey that relies on the people you surround yourself with. The truth is, the company you keep shapes the person you become. You've heard it before, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. That's not just a catchy saying, it's a reality. If you want to elevate your life, you have to elevate your circle. The right people will challenge you, inspire you, and push you to be better than you were yesterday. The first step is recognizing the power of your environment. Just like plants, sunlight, and good soil to thrive, you need an environment that fosters growth. If you're surrounded by negativity, complacency, or mediocrity, that's what you'll absorb. You'll find yourself stuck, unable to move forward because the people around you don't believe in going anywhere. But when you surround yourself with driven, positive, and ambitious individuals, their energy rubs off on you. You start to think bigger, work harder, and aim higher because they set a standard that demands more from you. Building the right circle isn't about cutting people off for the sake of it. It's about being intentional. Who are the people in your life right now? Are they adding value or are they holding you back? Are they encouraging your growth or are they pulling you down? Sometimes this means making hard decisions. It's not easy to distance yourself from people you've known for years, but if they're not aligned with your vision, you have to make that choice. Because the truth is, your future depends on it. But it's not just about removing negativity, it's about actively seeking out those who inspire you. Look for mentors, friends, and colleagues who embody the qualities you want to develop. Find people who have achieved what you aspire to achieve. These are the individuals who will not only guide you, but also hold you accountable. They'll push you out of your comfort zone and challenge you to reach your full potential. The right circle isn't just about success, it's about support. Life is full of ups and downs, and you need people who will stand by you during the tough times. The journey to success can be lonely, but it doesn't have to be. When you have a strong support system, you're never truly alone. They'll remind you of your worth when you're doubting yourself, celebrate your victories, and help you find your way when you feel lost. But here's the catch. Relationships are a two-way street. If you want to be surrounded by greatness, you have to bring value to the table. Be the kind of person others want in their circle. Support them, encourage them, and push them to grow just as they do for you. Great relationships are built on mutual respect and shared growth. Your circle is your foundation. If it's strong, you'll thrive. If it's weak, you'll struggle. So take a good look at the people around you and ask yourself, are they helping you become the best version of yourself? If not, it's time to make a change, because success isn't just about what you achieve, it's about who you share with. Surround yourself with greatness, and greatness will follow.